Alright guys, welcome back to the channel once again. In the last video we saw like how we can create the navigation bar like this, and we can include that kind of functionality. Like if we click on it, so it should active and all the things. There's one more way that we can do. So what we can do over here, so we don't need to handle the state over here. Just we can do, let's comment this out, and we can do it like this. We need to fetch, like we need to find like document dot const active elements equals to document dot get element by class name comma active. Okay, so it will find us the active class names, all the active elements array, and also we can put it inside like array dot from. Okay, and active elements we will find over here, and what we can do, active elements dot if. Okay, we can map it, we're gonna map it active elements, we can for each it. So okay, so active elements dot for each. Okay, element ele. Okay, and we can map it, so we can do ele dot class list. We can do if ele dot class list dot includes contains active, contains active. So what we're gonna do, we will remove this. So element does class list dot remove active. So that's the feature we're gonna do. So what it will do, it will remove class list active class from all the element. Okay, and after that what we can do, we can do uh, e dot target dot class list dot add active. Okay, so that's we can do, and let's check this out, it is working or not. Okay, so if I'm hovering over this, if I click on this, so yeah, it's working. So this is another method that we can use. Normally what I do, I use this kind of method because this is very easy. You can handle everything into the state, and you don't need to waste your time on JavaScript and all the things. Sometimes these method doesn't work, so that's why I just suggest you, because we need to also save the data into the backend, so that time it would be very hard to understand like which tab should be active right now. So on the basis of that, we need to configure that thing. So we try to store the data into the backend, and we try to implement the things like this. So these are the two methods that you can use. So I'm just going to comment this out. If you want to write this code, you can also use this and write it. I'm just going to comment it out, and you will get all the code into my GitHub repository, and I have already shared the code repository like this repo link into my description box, so you can get it from there. So now what we're gonna do, we are just going to add a cross icon over here. Okay, so let's do it. So we have a h1 tag react sidebar over here, which is the name react sidebar. So I'm just going to take a little bit above, and I'm going to check this, how much width, how much padding and margin we are getting over here. So h1 have some kind of margin top as well. Okay, so I'm just going to give the class name, so sidebar header. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste the icon, cross icon. So let me just go into the glyphicons. Let's check the glyphicons we can use, or I have a kind of material UI inside this installed. Let me check. I have installed the material UI, so I can use the material UI icon, and I'm not going to waste my time on the CSS. So import close from at the rate material UI icon. Okay, icons. I'm going to use close close outline. Okay, close outline. So let's check this out, it is working or not. Close outline, and let's check this out. It's coming. Build has been made. Why it's taking too much time to load? Okay, so we got the icon over here, and sidebar thing is also there. So I'm just going to use that class, sidebar header, control C, and I'm just going to remove the margin top from here. Margin top should be 0. Okay, 0, and let me use that class bar, header, sorry, class over here, and display text, STY content, space between, sorry, space between. Okay, line items should be in a start, text start. Okay, now let's see the response. Okay, so you can see our icon is coming, so we can make it a center, a line item center, because it's not looking good, because icon should be aligned with header center. Now let's see. Yeah, so it's coming into the center, but somehow this thing is not coming into the center. Okay, let me inspect it, and let me check this thing into my inspect first. Okay, where's that? Sidebar header is here. Header. Okay, this h1 tag is taking margin should be 0, margin 0, and now it is coming good. Okay, so I'm just going to make the margin of this h1 tag, not margin top, margin 0, and I will give margin bottom to this div. Okay, so it will take some space, 1 rem, and it will take some space from the this navigation options. Okay, 1 rem, not 1 rem won't be fine, make it 2 rem. Okay, now it will be good. Let's check this out. Yeah, so now it's looking nice. Okay, so you can see, so sidebar, and now we're gonna make this clickable. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so handle close, we're gonna make a function over here. Let's do this. And okay, handle close sidebar. Okay, handle close sidebar. Okay, and okay, let's remove this, and also we're gonna handle this sidebar on the basis of state. So we're gonna handle the use state open, set open. Okay, so these two state gonna handle this sidebar. So in the default position it will be true. Yeah, I'm making it true, but when we close this, gonna be false. Okay, on the normal position. So set open should be false. Okay, set open would be false, handle close sidebar, and on click of this icon, on click, and this function gonna be called, oh, sorry, function will be called. Okay, and one thing more, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to put a style to this, like it should look like cursor pointer. Okay, okay, so cursor pointer. So now if we click on this, so you can see hand is coming. So if I click on this, nothing is working because I haven't put the check over here. So I need to put this check. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to do open. If open is true, then the sidebar should be enabled. Okay, so the sidebar should come here. Just put it up, and let's check this out. Okay, so okay, if I click on it, you can see my sidebar has been disabled. If I click on it, my sidebar gone removed. Okay, so now what I have to do, I'm just going to fix the position of the sidebar, like so sidebar always be fixed left side. Okay, and sidebar v position gonna be fixed, and let's create a button. Okay, so now create a button over here. So I'm just going to use the material UI button over here. So open, button name would be open, and we're gonna add some property over here into this variant. Gonna be, it would be content, and color would be secondary. We're gonna make it primary. Okay, and size, let's check the size. Okay, large, we're gonna make it large, and let's check this out. On click of that, I just want to open. So on click, I want to open the sidebar. So set open should be true. Okay, so I just wrote this state function over here. So let's do this and let's go. Let's check this out. We are getting the button. So right now we are not getting the button. Let me close this. So we are getting the button. So you can see that's happening. Okay, and you can see finally we can see it over here. So it's working. So what I want, whenever the sidebar will come, so it should not come directly. It should, like, when you click on it, it should follow some C animation properties. So let's check this out. For that, what we need to do, we need to add some keyframes over here. So at the rate keyframe identifier, so identified open sidebar. Okay, for opening sidebar we're gonna add this keyframe. So 0%. So at the 0% it would be, so left, your left would be, okay, so your left would be minus 20 rem, minus 20 rem, and 100% left would be 0. Okay, so let's check this out, and I'm going to use this open sidebar over here. So animation name would be open sidebar. Okay, control C, control V, open sidebar. Direction should be forwards. Iteration count, no, no iteration count. Delay should be 500 ms. Timing functions ease in. Duration should be 500 ms, and remove this field mode. Let's see, is it working or not. So guys, if you can see, like, I can close, and if I open it, so it is opening like it's sliding towards right. Okay, so now what we need to do, if we click on this close icon, so it should slide towards left and it should close slightly, it's getting open. So that's the thing we need to do now, because open thing is working fine. If you can see, it's sliding up, but we need to also make it slide down. So that's a scenario we need to create. So let's go how we can create it. So I'm just going to write CSS first. Okay, so we need to write a CSS over here for remove sidebar. Okay, so for what we're gonna do, we're gonna type a class dot remove sidebar dot remove sidebar. Okay, and I'm going to write all the thing as it is over here. Control C, Control V, and I'm going to put this animation down. And also I'm just going to remove this time, remove sidebar. Okay, so like my animation name gonna be remove sidebar. I'm just copying it over here, and I'm just copy, let me just copy this thing and below this. So I'm just going to make this in 0% width will be 20 rem. Okay, 20 rem, and into the 100% width will be 0 rem. Okay, and remove sidebar. remove sidebar. Okay, so these things I'm going to make it, and let's check this out what we need to do as well. So we need to handle some things into the JavaScript over here. So when I will click on this handle open sidebar, so it should set the state like open should be true, and after that what I need to do, const element equals to array dot from. Okay, and now document dot get element by class name, comma sidebar. Okay, first I need to fetch the element by the name of sidebar, and after that what I need to do, I need to for each all the element. Okay, no, I need to get the first zeroth element of that sidebar thing. Okay, and I need to remove and add class into that. Okay, dot element 0, because there's only one sidebar element gonna be, so that's why I'm putting 0 over here. So element dot sidebar dot class list, class dot class list dot remove. Okay, so first I'm going to remove the remove sidebar class. So I'm just going to remove sidebar class, remove sidebar, and then I will add element 0 dot class list dot add sidebar class. Okay, and same scenario we're gonna do over here as well. So let me just copy this and paste it over here. Okay, and at this point what we need to do, we need to remove the sidebar thing, and I need to add remove sidebar over here, because we are closing the sidebar over here. So that's why we need to add this class remove sidebar, and we need to remove this class only sidebar. And also I need to put this set open false thing inside our set timeout. Okay. By doing that, let me give some times 200 milliseconds, because we have given 200 milliseconds into the animation, so it will take 200 milliseconds to close this. So let's check this out, it is working or not, and let's do it. Okay, so if I reload this page, okay, so you can see it's closing down, it's closing up, it's closing down, it's closing up. You can see now we have a full-fledged React sidebar, and it's working very fine and working very easy. So now you can create a navigation over here. Okay, get it? Navigation over here, and after that navigation goes into the mobile view, so that you can open this sidebar or whatever you can do sidebar thing. Like this is the custom code we have written, and this is the custom css that you can use, and you can change the classes, you can change the colors and spacing as per your own choice, and you can customize the thing, but this code gonna be same every time, so you don't have to worry about that, and it's easy. So don't worry, I will share this code on my GitHub repository. You can access all the code. So maybe the repository name won't be same, but the code gonna be over there. So I will just make this component as a sidebar component. So let me just make it in front of you guys. So this is a component one name right now, but I'm going to make it a sidebar, and sidebar.css is already there. So I'm just going to include this sidebar into index.js. Okay, so this is the component one. So let me just do it. Okay, component one gonna be coming from the sidebar. Okay, so I think it's working. Yeah, it's working. It's been updated, auto updated. Okay, so you do, no need to worry. Okay, so guys, you can see. Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's it from this video, and I'll meet you in the next video, and I'll tell you some more features and more things into the React.js. And if you have any query related to more stack development like React.js, Node.js, or any other language like Python, Django, so you can just directly ask me into the comment box. And thank you so much, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll meet you in the next video.